I-65 north and south through downtown Louisville will officially reopen at midnight, 3 days ahead of schedule.
It's been closed for the past 2 months for construction, but as our Addie Miners tells us, construction is not completely finished just yet. She joins us live to explain. Addie?
That's right, Jennifer and Rick. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be all sunshine and rainbows at first. That's because KYTC still has to fix 6 bridges in that corridor, in addition to the 3 they've been working on this summer. But I spoke to some drivers who work in downtown, and they say doesn't matter to them. They're still excited because they're hoping with 65 reopened, it's going to mean less traffic on downtown streets. What will it mean for you?
A faster way to work. Less traffic in the morning.
Hopefully it'll open up everybody's travel because it's been horrible.
Whether you use I-65 as your route to work or not, people who work in downtown, like Janiyah and Becky, say I-65 reopening is going to make everything better.
I'm hoping so.
We're still a little ways from completing the full infrastructure project, but the disruption of having I-65 fully closed is over.
Governor Andy Beshear announced Tuesday morning that 2 lanes in each direction of I-65 would be reopened by midnight. But he and KYTC district engineer Matt Bullock warned construction will continue.
We're going to have barrels and barrier walls used to guide traffic. There's one section where traffic crosses over from one side of the interstate to the other, and those will have construction speed limit signs for 35.
The rest of the stretch of interstate, from the Waterson to the Kennedy Bridge, will have a speed limit of 40 miles per hour. As crews will be continuing to work on the 6 other bridges in need of repair, which includes Hospital Curve, Broadway, Floyd Street, and more. They also have to finish the other side of the Kentucky Street and Hill Street bridges that have been under construction this summer.
We are still identifying the best approach to construct those and to maintain traffic.
While KYTC sorts out what the best plan is moving forward, Governor Beshear says an additional shutdown of the interstate is not an option.
We've got to know that people's lives are being impacted and make sure that we are planning accordingly, that we're understanding that sacrifice and that we're doing it in a way where people can continue to plan, continue to adapt, but that respects them as Louisvillians.
So KYTC says priority number 1 is finishing those bridges at Kentucky and Hill Streets. Then they're going to move on to the other bridges like at Hospital Curve, Floyd Street, Broadway, so on and so forth. So you can expect a lot of bobbing, dodging and weaving as you drive through that area of downtown with construction workers on both sides of the road. But like I said, drivers that I spoke to who work in downtown Louisville say doesn't matter. They're just happy to have that essential corridor back open. Live in downtown Louisville, I'm Addie Miners, WLKY News.
Thank you, Addie. And officials say it may take a few days before traffic evens back out. So they ask drivers to continue using mapping apps, as 65 still may not be your fastest route. For traffic just passing through Louisville, it's still suggested that you use the signed detours around I-264 West. The entire project is expected to be wrapped up by spring of next year.